Today we are going to discuss assignment operators in C. What is assignment operator? In C programs, values of the variables are assigned using assignment operators. For example, value of 10 is assigned to a variable sum as sum equals 10 then semicolon. There are two categories of the assignment operators in C language. They are simple assignment operator and compound assignment operator, that is also called shorthand operator. This table shows all the assignment operators. So first assignment operator that we are using until now is the equal sign. So this is a simple assignment operator, and how the data to a variable is assigned. Example here is sum equals 10 semicolon. So this is the syntax. And what is the description of this one? 10 is assigned to the variable sum. Then plus equal sum plus equal 10 then semicolon. Now these are called shorthand assignment operators. So whenever we write sum plus equal 10, its meaning is that this is same as sum equal to sum plus 10. So what is the initial value of sum? That is added to the 10, and final addition is assigned to the left side variable sum. Next, minus equal sum minus equal 10. This is same as sum equal sum minus 10. In a similar way, star equal sum star equal 10. This is same as a sum equal sum star 10. Slash equal sum slash equal 10. This is the same as sum equal sum slash 10. Now we will try to understand these through an example. Now in this example we have to write a program for demonstration of plus equal, minus equal and star equal shorthand assignment operators. Now if we write a program like this, in this program again we start from the statement hash include between less than and greater than sign standard input output.h file. We always include this file as this file contains input output functions that we use in our program. And next one is the integer main. So main is the name of the function. If only one function is there, its name is always going to be main. Now in this program here int keyword is used. So this int keyword indicates that this function returns an integer value. Now if it is not written, previously we have see that we have not written in any main function int key because default sign is the integer value. Then again within open and close brace we write our code, and code always starts from defining the variables. In this code int res semicolon. So using this statement we define a variable res that is of integer type. The next statement res equal to 11 semicolon. So this statement assign 11 to the variable res. Next statement written is race plus equal to 4. Now here we have to learn this one because plus equal is the shorthand assignment operator. So it is same as race equal to race plus 4. So what is initial value of this variable race? And we already have assigned the initial value as 11. So 11 plus 4, that becomes the 15. So 15 is assigned to the left side variable race. So value of race becomes now 15. Next statement is printf, and in double quotation marks we find here slash n result equal to. So slash n is included just to write the result, this message at the from the beginning of the next line, and that's why slash n is included. So result equal to percentage d. So whenever percentage d, that is used for the printing the integer data, compiler searches for the variable. So what is the value of the variable here that gets printed at this point? Now next, race equal to 11. Now using this statement, value of race equal to 15 we got. But again if we assign the value as 11, variable race is now equal to 11. The next one is race minus equal to 4. Now this race minus equal to 4 is same as race equal to race minus 4. So what is the value of this variable race? That is here is 11. So 11 minus 4, and this 11 minus 4, that is 7. 7 is assigned to the left side variable race. So whenever we print the result, so result will be equal to 7. Again we are assigning the value raised to 11 and using next statement as a raise star equal 4. So again meaning of this assignment operator is same as a raise equal raise star 4. So we multiply what is the value of raise with 4. So 11 into 4, that is 44. So using the next printf statement, we print the value of race, that is 44. And we are familiar with the get ch statement that brings the output screen after execution of the program. Then last statement is return 0, that indicates that everything is okay. So close brace indicate that end of the code. Now when this program is run, we get the output like this. Now let us discuss another problem, and this problem is for program for demonstration of slash equal and percentage equal shorthand assignment operator. Now similar to the previous one, we are again code like this. So in this one again we have taken the value of race as 11, and when we write the statement race slash equal to 4, its meaning is same as race equal to race slash 4. So this variable race, what is the value of this variable, that is 11, is divided by the 4. So both operands are the integer, so it results as a 2. So 2 is assigned to the left side variable race, and that is printed using the next printf statement. So result equals 2. Again we are assigning the value to 11 to the race, and the next statement is race modulo equal to 4. So this percentage sign called the modulus operator is used to find the remainder of when an integer number is divided by the another integer number. So this meaning of this shorthand is the same as race equal to race modulo 4. So what is the value of race? That is divided by 4 and remainder is assigned to the race. So here we get the remainder as a 3. So using the printf statement, this value is printed. So result equal to 3 and at the last get ch and return. So in this way we have seen how these shorthand operators are used in our code. So when this code is executed, we get the output like this one. Now next program, that is program number 3. Program for demonstration of shorthand operator in loop. Now if we see this program, in this program shorthand operator is used in the body of the loop. Here loop is the for loop and loop is written or it is used if we want to repeat the things number of the times. So in that case again initially we declare the variable, so int total equal to 0 comma I. So using this variable we declare the two variables total and also its initial value is set as a 0 and I. Then for I equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So I equal to 0, we are setting the initial value of I as a 0. And then the next statement is the condition. So 0 is less than 10. So if this condition is true, what is the body of the for loop? Body of the for loop means statements written within the open and close brace is called the body of the for loop. So first time condition is true, that is 0 is less than 10. So body of the for loop, that is total plus equal I. So again meaning of this plus equal I is same as a total equal to total plus I. So what is initial value of the total? That is here 0 plus I. Value of I here set is 0. 0 plus 0 is added and it is assigned to the left side variable 0. So initial value here during the first loop, value of total is equal to 0. After this one, value of I is updated. So this I is called the counter variable because we have to go in this loop 10 times, checking the condition I less than equal to 10. So value of I is updated. So this value becomes 1. Again condition is checked. So 1 is less than 10. It is true. So again body of the for loop is executed. So total equal to total plus I. So value of total is 0 and value of I is equal to 1. So this 0 plus 1 becomes 1, that is assigned to the total. After this one again value of I is incremented. So this time this value becomes now 2. So 2 is less than 10. It is true. So again body of this for loop is executed. So total equal to total plus 1. Before this one value of total is 1. So 1 plus value of I is equal to 2. So 1 plus 2, 3. 3 assigned to the left side variable total. So in this way till condition is true and this condition is true for I equal to 9, 9 less than 10. So these values from 0 to 9 gets added by the statement total plus equal I. and after that one, whenever value of I is incremented and when it becomes 10, at that time when condition is checked 10 less than 10, this is the false, and once it becomes false, control comes out of the for loop, and out of the for loop, here printf statement is there, total equal to percentage %d. So here we have to print the integer value of what, that is of the total variable. So what is the value of the total variable? Here it is sum of 0 to 9. 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to 9. So what is sum? That is gets printed here. So in this way we write our code for adding a number from 0 to 9. In a similar way, this can be written for adding the number from 0 to 10 or 0 to 50, or we can modify this one. We can add the number from 1 to 10 or 1 to 50 or 1 to 100. Just initial value set, if we set the initial value as a 1, I equal to 1, we can add the number from 1 to 9, and then adding these numbers we finally print the result. When this program is executed, we get output as a total equal to 45. Now next is the conditional operator. This conditional operator is also called ternary operator. So previous to this operator we already have discussed arithmetic operators, then assignment operator, and third category of operator that we are talking about is the conditional operator. Conditional operator return one value if condition is true and returns another value if condition is false. So depending on the condition, output is one value or other value. It is also known as a ternary operator as it is used on three operands or variables. So in this one we will see that we are using three operands, whereas in case of the assignment operator or addition operator, multiplication operators, two operands are used. But in case of the conditional operator, we will see that we use three operands, and it can be represented with what? Colon symbol. This is the colon for ternary operator. Symbol for ternary operator. What and colon. Both together are used. Now syntax for this is conditional expression. What is the condition? We check this condition, and if this condition is true, first expression after the what symbol is taken in. If condition is false, then we execute the second expression. The ternary operator works as follows. So working of ternary operator is explained now. Conditional expression is evaluated at first. That is, if conditional expression is true, expression 1 is evaluated. If conditional expression is false, expression 2 is evaluated. So depending on whether conditional expression is true or false, we execute either expression 1 or expression 2. Expression 1 is executed when conditional expression is true, otherwise we execute expression 2. For example, int x is equal to 1 comma y then semicolon. Using this statement, two variables are declared, x and y. These two variables are of integer type. and value of x is initialized. Its initial value is set as a 1. Now if y equal to, if we write the statement, here it is the arithmetic expression y equal to, so equal sign here is assignment operator. In open and close parenthesis, x double equal sign 1. So this is the condition. Double equal sign is used to compare the value of this variable with 1. So if x1 x equal to 1, naturally value of x is equal to 1 and it is equal to 1. So this condition is true. So first value after the what symbol is the value of y. If condition in some cases is false, then second value will be the value of y. So in this case value of y is 2. Now integer a equal 5, comma b equal to 7, c equal to 2, largest. So using this statement, we are declaring the three variables a, b, c and largest. Simultaneously, value of a is set as a 5, b is assigned a value of 7 and c is assigned the value of 2. So using conditional operator, we have to find the largest value. So an algebraic equation or C expression can be written using the conditional operator. So here if A greater than B, what? If condition is checked, this is the conditional expression, A greater than B. Now here A equal to 5, B equal to 7. Naturally this is the false. So when false, second part after the colon is executed. And in this one B greater than C. So again condition is checked, B equal to 7, C is 2. So 7 is greater than 2, that is true. When it is true, then after first value, that is B, what is the value of B is assigned to the largest value, and here value of B is 7. So among these three numbers 5, 7, 2, we got that 5, 7 is the largest one. So using the conditional operator, we can find the largest of three values. Now let us take an example. Program for ternary conditional operators in C. So what program we just discussed? In a similar program is written here. So first statement is integer x equal to 1, y equal to 0. So y equal to, this is the assignment operator. So what is the right side? That is evaluated. And what is the output of that expression? Assigned to the left side variable y. So let us evaluate the right side expression. So in right side expression, conditional operator is used. So in conditional operator, x equal to 1. Value of x is compared with the 1. When it is true, and at this point it is true, then value of y becomes equal to 2. So using next two statement, printf x value is, what is the value of x, that is printed at this point. So x equal to 1 gets printed at this point. Then printf, this printf statement print the value of y. So y value is, so what is the value of y, and naturally value of y is 2, gets printed at this point. So when this program is run, we get the output as a x value is 1, y value is 2. Now let us discuss the second example. Using conditional operator, write C program to find largest of two numbers. If two numbers are given, so which one is the larger number? So we can find that one. So a program can be written like this one. And here in this program, two numbers are taken from the keyboard. So integer a comma b larger. So using this statement, three variables are declared, a, b and larger. All these variables are of integer type. Then next statement is the printf statement. Using this, we are printing a message on the output screen. Enter a and b. And when this is executed, cursor blinks after the colon. So this printf statement is just to display the message what data is required by the user. Then scanf is used to get the data entered by the user in the program. So as we have to get the integer data, so %d is written in the quotation mark, and after comma ampersand a comma ampersand b. So whenever two numbers are entered, first number is stored with variable a and second number is stored with variable b. Then next statement uses the conditional operator. So larger equal to a greater than b. So this is the condition. So when condition is checked, if a is greater than b, if true, then value of larger is value of a. Otherwise, value of b is the value of larger variable, and then we print the result larger of two number is. So what is the value of this obtained? That is gets printed at this point, then return 0. So whenever this code is executed, so enter A and B. This message is printed and cursor blinks after the colon marks. And when we enter two numbers 34 and 67 and press the enter key, then we get the output result. Larger of two number is 67. Then next example is using conditional operator. Write a C program to find whether the person is eligible to vote or not. Naturally, person is eligible or not depends on his or her vote. So taking his or her age, we have to declare the variable. So in this program, int age, this variable is declared. And next statement print f, please enter your age here. This is the message for the user to enter his or her age. So whenever we enter the number of age, that is taken in by the scanf function and stored with the variable age. Now next statement is the conditional statement. So here condition is that if age is greater than or equal to 18. So again here we are using the shorthand operator. So if age is greater than or equal to 18, if it is true, then we have to execute this statement printf, you are eligible to vote. So this message is printed. If this condition is false, then second printf statement is executed and you are not eligible to vote. This gets printed on the output screen. So output screen here, please enter your age here. So this message is printed here, and whenever we enter, write the 32 and press the enter key. Naturally condition is going to be true. So first part is going to be displayed, and as we get that you are eligible to vote. Now next, please enter your age here. When we run the second time and enter the age 17, naturally condition is going to be false. So second printf statement is executed and we get the output as you are not eligible to the vote. So thus we have discussed here shorthand operators as well as conditional operators. So at this point we stops here and till next class. Bye and have a nice day.